Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for the few people who subscribed. 27 cents in. I'm your host, Arrianna, and I'm back with my co-host again, Jewel.
Chihuahua.
And today we're just going to discuss, are you doing your best? What do you do to stay motivated if you're not in a good spot?
Yeah.
So just some tips on that and how we feel about when we're in a not so good spot.
Yeah. You want to go first?
First, when I get up and I'm in pain or I'm not feeling well or the night I had a rough night, I go for, I told you, support people and best friend. This is mine. We're very close. I don't go nowhere without him and he doesn't go nowhere without me. So this usually gets me started in my day and then I get enthused, maybe put on some Dave Chappelle and relax. But if you don't have your TV, your lights may be cut off or something like that, you might want to go for a book, something that's going to relax you or ease you. You know what works for you. Now, if your lights are off again, which mine are not though, but you might want to, I can drink that hot or cold, it doesn't matter, because if it's your fix. I'm not saying go grab a cigarette or weed or
Please
whatever
don't.
you do, just, I'm not saying do that, but just try to find something that really helps you, that'll keep you focused for the day. For me, that this is my best friend, that Pepsi.
That gives you the boost that you need
Oh
to
yeah,
do what
every
you need to
time.
do
Yeah,
that day.
because you really got to find something that is going to ease you to get you going. So if
Hmm.
it's your coffee, really, or like I said, a good book, a prayer, whatever it is that's going to get you going. You only know what works for you. Somebody can't tell you what works for you. You have
Absolutely.
to know yourself, what's in your heart and your energy, and you have to learn yourself to know what motivates you. And I know what motivates me. That
Yeah.
and maybe a man, but yeah, you know.
I'm laughing at you. So I think what motivates me is one, I am in tune with myself. So I know that every single day I need a period of time where I am doing minimal to no activity. Whether that's an episode, whether that's reading a book, but I have to make sure that I take my breaks so that I can have the energy to do what I need to do and carry out my goals and my dreams. If I don't get that, it's just sometimes that doesn't go well. And sometimes I do have to push through, and that's different, but that's good for my mental health is to just stop, breathe, stretch, shake, let it go.
That's the
Uh,
song. Mace,
I
I
know.
believe. I like that. I like Mace too, by the way.
But yeah, I have to do that. Or a prayer does help. Sometimes if I don't feel at peace and I feel like it's paralyzing me, I read until I feel better, and that really does help me. Reading scripture or Christian faith book or something like that, that does help me. Also, I have a motivational playlist. Music helps me. I believe that words are very
Yeah, I like Beethoven.
powerful. Life and you like Beethoven?
Beethoven, yeah, it
I remember
works.
you told me that. Life and death does lie in the power of the tongue, so that's important to me to make sure that I'm listening to something that is speaking life or something positive. And there are other times where I feel like, you need your modes for everything, so I need something that's going to hype me up or amp up my spirits if I am feeling like that. So I love music. I love to sing too.
Only in the shower for me. But also, if you pass
Okay.
somebody, you have to go out for any reason and you pass somebody, just still try to stay in a good spirit for them. They might need that smile, that eye contact, that hello. They might need that. That might motivate somebody.
Yeah.
That may make them feel good. They may have had a bad day
Yeah.
or in a bad situation, and you happen to pass them. So just give people your best. Try to at all times.
Mhm.
And now, if you're alone, you can stay in your room, stay in your house. You don't have to talk to nobody, see nobody. But once you get out or someone calls you, have your game time on for them.
Mhm. And another thing is, setting realistic goals. So, like, I'm not going to say, okay, today I'm going to run a 5K, I'm going to meet the mayor and the president. And, I just make it realistic for myself. And sometimes I exceed that list, but I make it something that I know is attainable. So, SMART goals is something I know we talked about, like, in school. But making sure something realistic, that way you don't get disappointed and drained or feel like you are fighting towards something that's impossible. Another thing
Even
is
if it
also
is, you might can get there, but
you
just take it
might.
slow. We're not crunching nobody's dreams,
Right,
but just you might could get that, you might could do that, but maybe not today, or maybe not in the next 4 hours.
right. And another thing is to just do it. Like I might not.
Nike said that, but just do
Yeah, just do
it.
it. Like you might not have all of the tools or all of the things that you set out to do, and that happened to me when I had started my block. I felt like there was still so much more that I wanted. Although I had I think I had a desktop or at least a laptop at that time. I had like
You know
other
this
things.
not gonna be long, right?
Right. It's not. We're 5 minutes in.
Okay. Good.
But just start somewhere. Get it started. You
Somewhere.
might not have everything, but just do something to get it started, so that once you start, you're like, okay, now I can do this next, and it'll. I feel like it will continue to spark your motivation because you are starting to see that come into form. You are starting to see it manifest.
And it goes back to, if anyone saw my first one, about friendship and support people, because sometimes you look for that person to call you and say good morning, and you might not had a good one, but they call and they get you going, or you get them going. So again, support people, friends and stuff, family. That's so important to make sure you do that, because you could be in that hour and they maybe wait on you to call to get their day going.
Yeah.
So we always got to keep that in
Yep.
mind. Really think about other people
And then,
every day.
That's true. And the last thing I want to say is just the basic essentials. And Lisa was telling me today, because sometimes I can go into like work mode. I need to work. I have to hit this goal for today.
We're
And
not
I don't
talking about at the casino. We just talking about a goal in life.
Right.
And I have to say to her, you're going to get something to
What
eat,
did you eat
you're going to
today?
slow down
So-
or take a break.
Right. So it's those basic essentials because, so making sure we eat, exercise. I'm working
know
on
about
getting back on that
exercising,
schedule,
but,
but I like when I do that.
Whatever it works.
It does make me feel better. So find what works for you, but just don't forget that basic stuff like eating, getting enough sleep,
Right.
and things
Taking
like that.
a break.
Taking
I'm
a break.
good on the breaks.
Yeah, me too.
I'll
Well, I
take
try to
several
be.
if I have to.
Yeah.
Me and my best friend.
But yeah, Miss Lisa was telling me about that
I say it all the
today
time.
because I didn't
Okay,
eat by the
excuse me for a
time
minute.
I got to her, and she was like, "You don't need to do that to yourself."
You got to eat.
And
And
then-
if you're diabetic, lupus, whatever you got going on, you
Yeah.
have to eat. You have to take that break.
And that's true because when we don't, there's an imbalance that happens.
Your body pays for it sooner
Yeah.
or later. You
Yeah.
sleep deprived, you're driving home, and all of a sudden you sleep, hit somebody or somebody hits you, all because
Yep.
you're sleep deprived.
Yeah. Okay, I know I said one last thing, but this is really it. Also, and
It's
because I
gonna be
feel
long.
like, no, it's not. I've seen you do it too, and I've done it too. Like looking at examples of what you're trying to do, so like, okay, I can do this. I feel like that does make you feel like it is possible when you see someone else in the lane or, doing something similar to what you're trying to do. Okay, that's it.
But again, motivation.
That's it.
And
Keep
watch
going
out
now.
for this corona, because it's serious out here.
Stay prayed up.
Keep
Wash
your
your
hands
hands.
washed up, yeah, all the time.
Yesterday, we
No
were in the
extra digging
bathroom
or nothing,
and
just keep your hands
nobody.
clean.
Yesterday, we were in the restroom. Someone walked out without washing their hands. So just wash
And
your
we
hands.
witnessed it. And I
Wash
wanted
your
to tell their
hands.
ass, you need to go back in there and wash your hands.
Just wash your hands.
But I didn't feel like a fight, so I'm not doing too good with that today. So I didn't want to turn into a Medea, so I just had to let him walk out and just make sure I had a glove on when I left the bathroom. So again, prayers to everybody, just to make sure we stay safe as a country, as a city, as a nation, and remember to, again, when you go out, be on your best behavior and motivate. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on next Tuesday, and thank you, Jewel, as always.
You're welcome. Bye.
I want to say, again, good evening and good mental health.
Cool.